Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's actually a video that I've been wanting to make for a while because I think it can answer a lot of your guys' questions on some of the pros and cons of actually phone flipping. So with that said, let's get into the video. So this video I'm actually going to go through basically 3 pros and 3 cons of actually getting into the phone flipping business because as I said before, I think some of these can answer a lot of your questions, and if you're worried about getting into this industry, I hope some of these topics that I'm actually going to talk about will help you kind of mitigate any sort of like doubts or anything you may have about spending some money. So that leads me to my first point. I'm actually going to talk about the cons first. The first is actually spending money. In the phone flipping business, phones are expensive things to buy, and obviously, yeah, we're buying them at cheaper prices, but they still can get pretty expensive. For me, buying my first iPhone 8 Plus, it was sealed. I ended up buying it for $400, and the kind of the gut feeling that I had going out and I can only take out $400 every single day on my bank account, so taking out the maximum of $400 and seeing that be a red number in my account was kind of gut-wrenching. I kind of got really nervous about it, and I kind of took extra precaution when buying the phone. It's something I do recommend you guys. If you ever get nervous, I have those checklist videos, just use them. But as I said, spending money, you got to think of it as you're spending money to make money, and that's really how money is made in this world. Is nothing comes for free. You can't just go out and make money for free. You need to spend money to make money, whether that's investing in yourself or investing in your potential business, which in this case would be phone flipping as a side hustle, or even your main income. You need to invest in that in terms of the knowledge. And yes, you're going to make mistakes. I don't know everything about phone flipping business, and I'm not trying to claim to be, but I hope this channel will help you guys. These mistakes can be avoided so you don't lose this money and you're not wasting your money. And the good thing about this is if you're doing it right in the phone flipping business, you're purchasing phones low enough to the point where if it ends up being iCloud locked and you had no idea, you can go resell it on eBay, and most of the time you're going to get your money back or just lose a little. If you have a phone in your hand, you're never going to lose the entire amount of money that you spent. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. I've never made the whole mistake of actually having a phone and it just gone and losing however much I paid for that phone. I've had mistakes where phones have been bought by me and I didn't realize they were iCloud locked, or insurance claims were claimed on them because I didn't use a bill of sale. I've had those mistakes and those have happened to me, but I bought them at prices at a point where I can resell them on eBay for that pretty much the same price that I bought them for, because I bought them so low. So I didn't really end up losing any money. Those people just ended up using them on eBay for parts. Wasn't my mistake. I was just the middleman in that. And that is gonna happen to you guys. But maybe it won't because of some of the videos and tips that I give you guys. But my second point is actually meeting random people. And yes, some are going to be sketchy. In the town that I live, I can guarantee that probably 95% of the people that I meet, I don't really feel comfortable. And with that said, it's a very easy fix. If you're not comfortable putting yourself out there, that's one thing. But if you're comfortable putting yourself out there and meeting somebody random, it's always nervous because you don't know what kind of like trust you have in them. It's obviously very little because you're just meeting them for the first time. And if somebody's selling you a phone for a lower price, there is always a skepticism of why are they selling it to me for this low price. But some people are just looking for quick cash. You have to recognize that. And some people are out there to scam you and just look for quick cash. But if you follow those steps and look at those checklists and go through all my videos, you're going to not make any of those mistakes, or at least you're going to catch them in the act to the point where you're not going to buy that phone because you know they're trying to scam you. And I love getting into meetings where people end up, where I just know they're trying to scam me because I can see that there's an iCloud lock. They tell me that, oh, I just forgot, like it was my sister's phone, when you know it was either found or stolen. So just meet in public places. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you. There's nothing wrong meeting at a bank, a carrier store, inside of a McDonald's, wherever it may be. Obviously, I recommend meeting in a carrier store, but if I feel a really sketchy transaction come in, I will literally go either to a carrier store or meet inside of a bank because it doesn't get more secure than inside of a bank. It just kind of for my safety, and in the town that I live, it's not the most safe area, so I definitely have to take extra precaution where I live. But it's never a bad thing to be extra cautious about kind of meeting people, because this is a lot of money at stake. I recognize that, and I'm in this business for a couple months now, and I've seen the bad, I've seen the good. So and then the third point is actually time consumption. I've seen a lot of people reach out to me and say, how can I do this? Like I work 9 to 5. I don't really have time for this. And let me tell you, this is probably the one kind of side hustle that you can do that requires such little time. And I mean, what I say is put 2 ads out a day. That first takes 30 seconds to put a Craigslist and an offer up and a let go and a Facebook ad out. Maybe that'll take 5 minutes to do. If you get it down pat, just have the same description, same pictures. Post on all 4 at 8 a.m. right when you wake up, right before you take a shower to go out to work. Post it. Let people come into you, kind of check your phone throughout the day. You don't really have to be on your phone that much. For 2 minutes, you can be. Just say, they'll reach out, give them a price. If you're new, just go look up on eBay, or if you're like me, I just give them a price right away because I know the prices of the phones that I buy. And then if they want it, meet up at a local place, and then either meet at lunchtime, if it's 30 minutes or an hour, take that lunch. Wouldn't you rather make $100 in 5 minutes rather than eating a $10 lunch at Chipotle? It's definitely, you have to put priorities straight. And if you can't make this time work for this kind of side hustle, this isn't the right business for you. I'm a college student. I have as much free time, so it's not really a problem for me, but I'm about to graduate. I recognize that, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm probably going to have a 9 to 5 job just for the few years because I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, but I have no problem meeting at lunch, not eating at all. Maybe you guys go and meet. Maybe it takes 20 minutes to get there, 20 minutes to get back. You don't have any time for lunch. Go back to work and eat lunch at the same time. There's no problem with that. Or if you don't want to compromise your lunch, which I don't see why, meet after work if you can. If you have like a meeting or something that comes up at work, go after work. If you're off at 5, you have from 5 basically to midnight to meet somebody. Use your time wisely. We have so many hours in a day, and you don't want to be wasting them just watching an hour of television or anything like that. Once you buy a phone, if you're actually meeting up, go flip it on eBay. That takes 5 minutes to list something. So overall, let's say 10 minutes to post ads for twice a day, 5 minutes each. So 10 minutes plus 20 minutes to go buy a phone. So that's 30 minutes and then 5 minutes. So it's 35 minutes to actually do this, to make an extra $100 to like $500 a day. This isn't that hard. So, and obviously you can arrange it however you are. I don't know your guys' situation, so work with it. Be an entrepreneur. If you want to make extra money, you have to put in the work. Even if you have a 9 to 5 job, stop complaining and make it happen. An extra $100 in your pocket is so worth the thought of missing out on like a stupid little dinner or something. Like in my opinion, or where I'm at in my life, I don't have any kids or anything. I'm going to rather go out and make $500 and rather go to the bars with my friends. It's something that I want to do, and I prioritize my time that way. So going into the pros is actually, the main topic is actually making an income out of this. This is obviously a side hustle for me, or side income, but for you guys, and I've seen people out there that are making $30K a month on this, this can be a main income for you if you put in the work. I'm guessing most of you can't just drop everything, but if you're at a point, maybe if you're younger or maybe you're kind of intermediate looking to get into this, we've all recognized that this is a very untapped market where we can really take advantage of the arbitrage. And arbitrage, if you don't know, it's just buying and selling something and getting that gap being the profit, whatever that may be. And for us, it's probably $100 on a phone. So the great thing about this business is it's such an easy way to make an extra $100 to like $400, $500 a day within a matter of like an hour or two. It's that easy. It's such little work. It's probably the one thing that I've seen in all the businesses that just I've seen people run in my life is it's how little time consuming it is. And if you're looking to pay rent, this is 5 phones a month, which is literally maybe 5 days to pay your rent of $500. Even if it's $1,000, it could be 10 phones a month. That's not that hard. Spend your weekends grinding, doing phones. You just gotta have to prioritize your time. Secondly is the skill set you learn. You're gonna recognize that, yeah, it's a pretty simple process of just putting out ads. Anybody can do that. Anybody can go meet somebody, and anybody can make the profit and flip it on eBay. It's the fact that you have to take the time and the effort to actually learn the skill set, which I'm trying to give you guys in this YouTube channel. is to be able to promote this business, because I recognize that it's such a profitable thing, and it's the first thing in my life that I've really found a passion for, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So the skill set that you're learning scales, you're learning. I honestly put phone flipping on as a side thing on my resume because I'm learning advertising, I'm learning marketing, I'm learning sales skills. This is pretty much all cold traffic you're converting into leads and ultimately purchases. It doesn't get much better than that from if you're looking to go into a marketing agency or something, wherever this can be applied to any like kind of job you're applying for or anything in your life. If you're able to sell something as complicated as a phone, honestly, you can sell anything. If you can get a point across, if you're able to negotiate with people to the point where they're giving you a phone for $300 off of what it should be, you can sell anything, and I think that's pretty cool. So the third thing is actually kind of relates to the meeting sketchy people, but on the other hand, I meet a lot of cool people. I've actually had 2 people talk to me about job offers. I've told them my story. I've told them about some of the other businesses I have. I've told them about this YouTube channel, and some of you guys watching, hopefully you've seen me in person. I obviously thank you for selling me the phone, but I meet a lot of cool people at the same time. Obviously, 90% are pretty sketchy people I'm never going to talk to again, or just normal people. And then the other 5 to 10% are actually really cool people, and I've made a lot of cool connections based on this business. You meet so many different people in kind of this industry that you're probably going to gain something from somebody. I've learned so much just about other people's stories. I sometimes make phone meetups last for 20-30 minutes just because we have conversations. People are interested in what I'm doing, and I'm interested in what they're doing. Make a connection, because connections are what's key in kind of making in this world, is really networking. So just kind of the things that I found valuable, and I obviously gave you the cons, but I gave you some ways to mitigate those, because there's really nothing wrong with this business if you do it the right way and you do it in a safe and humble manner. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to join the family. If you have any video ideas, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Hopefully soon I'm actually going to be making a Facebook page and maybe a podcast or an Instagram. Just kind of give daily updates and daily tips on phone flipping. So if you'd be interested in that, also leave a comment just saying that you would be interested in any of those, and I'll definitely want some motivation to know you guys would be interested in it. So with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.